Guys, now let us start with the next chapter, that is 8th chapter, rectification of errors. See, as the name of the chapter says, there will be certain errors. So we are going to rectify these errors. How, that we will be discussing in this chapter. But for your kind information, okay, let me give you one basic thing here. Whenever you are writing the exams or whenever you are writing any notes, so definitely there will be certain mistakes. So what we'll do, we'll strike off that. Yes or no? We will strike off that. Like let us say, instead of taking 5,000 rupees, in case if we are taking 50,000 rupees, we added extra 10. Sir, so immediately okay, we will strike off that. So in the accounting also there will be certain mistakes. So in accounting, okay, striking off that mistake is not the correct way. Got it? So in accounting also there will be the mistake, but there you cannot strike off. So, sir, how will rectify these errors? Sir, will erase with the eraser, sir. Eraser will not be working. Got it? Eraser will not be working. Then, sir, what shall we do? Then what we have to do, if you have done any mistake, you cannot strike off that mistake. Now what you have to do, in order to rectify that mistake, you have to pass one more entry. You have to pass one more entry, sir. What is this? Yes, this is the beauty of accounting. Whenever there is any error, whenever there is any mistake, sir, you cannot strike off that. In order to rectify that error, in order to rectify that mistake, you have to pass one more entry, and that one more entry, extra entry, which you will be passing to rectify the entry will be called as rectification entries. So in this chapter we are going to discuss all about this thing only. Got it? So let us see the first topic, that is meaning of errors. The tallying of the two tables, that is debit balance, credit balance of the trial balance, ensures only arithmetical accuracy but not accounting accuracy. Sir, what is this? Arithmetical accuracy, accounting accuracy, sir, what is this? I'll give the example. Like in the trial balance, debit side is equal to the credit side. Both are showing 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs. So debit side is tallying with the credit side. No doubt, very good. But sir, there is arithmetical accuracy. But what happened here? Like let us say, understand this carefully here. Sir, we purchased machinery. We purchased machinery in cash. So cash is going what? Machine is coming in. So what is supposed to be the entry? Sir, entry is supposed to be machinery account data to cash account. Machinery is coming in, cash is going out. But sir, instead of machinery account, understand here, instead of machinery account and instead of to cash account, okay, we wrote buyer account data to seller account. Sir, amount is same, 5 lakhs, let us say, for the machinery. Sir, no doubt what is happening here, your trial balance will be tallied here because amount is same, but sir, you have changed the name. That is wrong. Acha sir, we'll strike off this thing here and then okay, we'll rectify. Striking off is not possible. So I'll say here, there is arithmetical accuracy, both the side will be equivalent only, debit is equal to credit, but sir here okay, there is no accounting accuracy. Instead of machinery and cash account, you have used the personal account, something, but instead of real account, you have used the personal account, which is wrong here. Hence, in order to rectify this thing, now you will be passing one entry. So hence I'll say here, tallying of two totals of the trial balance is just showing the arithmetical accuracy, but it is not showing the accounting accuracy. Got it? Next, if however the two totals do not tally, it implies some errors have been committed while recording the transaction in the books of accounts. It means, so in the first example, even though it is tallying, but still okay, there may be some mistakes. At the same time, sometimes it also happen here, sir, everything will be correct. But like let us say, debit side you are having 8 lakh rupees, credit side you are having 10 lakh rupees. So here your total is only not tallying. In the first case, totaling was there. In the second case, totaling is not tallying. Totaling is not tallying. But in both the cases, there are some mistake. In first one, there was accounting mistake, and in the second one, now sir, 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs, there is arithmetical accuracy. So we have mistake in both the cases. So what we'll do with this thing? Let us see here. Next. The errors are those mistakes which are committed in the process of recording journal entries, posting them into the ledger, or in the preparation of trial balance. So, sir, where this mistake will be arising? It may be at the time of writing the journal entries, it may be at the time of posting the journal into the ledger, or it may be at the time of preparing the trial balance. So, these errors, this mistake, okay, will be there at any stage. Got it? Will be there at any stage here. So see, we are the human being. Got it? We are not the machine that every time it will be accurate. Human beings are bound to make the mistakes. So hence, okay, sir, we will be doing some mistake at any stage. Got it? Next, it is essential to detect and rectify these errors in the accounting process to get the correct result of the financial statement, that is the correct profit or loss and real financial position of the business. So hence, if there is any errors, if there is any mistake, sir, then what is our duty? We have to detect these errors, where is that error, and then we have to rectify. Then only we can say that yes, we are having correct financial statement. Nothing but we can show correct profit or loss account, and we can show correct financial position of the business, nothing but we can show correct P&L account and correct balance sheet here. But for all these things you have to rectify this. So conclusion, what is happening here, sir? There may be some mistake, even though your trial balance may be tallying, still okay, there may be some mistake, or sometime okay, your trial balance may not be tallying, there are mistakes, yes or no, and that mistake okay may be at any point, journal, ledger, preparation of trial balance, at any point. So what is our duty, sir? Our duty is to detect these errors, rectify these errors, so that we can show the correct, or you can say true and fair profit and loss account and balance sheet here. Got it? Let us move further. Types of errors. Sir, now we will discuss, sir, how many types of error we will have in the accounting. Got it? So see here, in accountancy, errors are not rectified by striking off the wrong figures and replacing it by correct one. Nothing but, as I said to you, sir, in the accounting we cannot strike off. Like let us say to us 5,000, we wrote by mistake 50,000, so we will strike off that extra zero. Or sir, in our example, machinery is coming, cash is going out, so machinery account data to cash account. Instead of this, we wrote seller account data to buyer account, seller account data to buyer account. If you are writing in this way, and then okay, you are nahi usko strike off kar dete, and then we'll write down same machinery and cash account. That is not possible. So you cannot replace there, you cannot strike off there. Then what you have to do? It's better to pass the next entry. Nothing but you will be passing one extra entry to rectify this error, and that entry will be called as rectification entry. So hence it is better to pass an appropriate entry for rectification of mistake to neutralize the effect of error and to bring correct portion. So what is the best option available you are having here, sir? Instead of striking off or replacing, you have to pass one extra entry. That entry will be called as rectification entry. Why we are passing this? To rectify the mistake, and whatever the mistake we had, to neutralize that, okay, nothing but to cancel that effect of mistake, we are passing this rectification of entry. But remember, this is very important. In exam they may ask you this thing here. Errors are classified into two types. So generally we'll have two types of errors: error of principle and a clerical error. Error of principle and clerical error. So we are having two types of mistakes. So we'll discuss one by one. Firstly, we are going to discuss about the error of principle. Sir, what do you mean by error of principle? See here, error of principle occurs where error are made to defective knowledge of the accounting principles. In simple guys, when the clerk or when the when the accountant who is writing this journal entry, ledger, trial balance, preparing the financial accounting, whatever, whoever may be, sir, if he does not have the full knowledge about the accounting principles, about the accounting concepts, about the accounting standards, about the accounting conventions, then definitely he will do some mistake. So error of principle means he does not have full knowledge of accounting principles, and hence okay, because of that he is making some mistake. So what do you mean by error of principle? It means the person who is responsible to maintain, to write down this accounting entries, sir, he does not have the full knowledge of accounting principles, hence we are calling this as error of principles. Got it here? So see, these errors may arise when distinction is not made between capital and revenue nature items. So there will be some cases here, like he doesn't know the accounting principle. We know that all capital items shall be written down separately, revenue items shall be written separately. So if you are not having this accounting principles knowledge, then you will be making some mistake. In order to understand this, okay, let us have the example clearly, then you will understand. See, example, salaries paid to staff debited to their personal accounts and purchase of furniture debited to purchases account. Sir, what do you mean by this? See, when we are paying the salaries, so what should be the entry? What should be the entry? Tell me guys. Entry should be in this way. Understand? Salaries account debtor to cash account. For the company, salaries account debtor to cash account. Salaries is nothing but expenses. Salary is expenses. Nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, and to cash account, and to cash account, because cash is going out. But instead of this entry, what you did, you passed some other entry. You passed in this way, employee account data to cash account. Employee account data to cash account. You have debited the personal accounts here. So which is a mistake. In the same way guys, purchase of furniture debited to purchases account. See, when you are purchasing the furniture, it is your capital expenses, yes or no? So nothing but real account, what comes in, what goes out. So correct entry will be in this way, understand? Furniture account data to cash account, furniture is coming, cash is going out. This was the correct entry, but what you did, you wrote a wrong entry. How? You wrote purchases account data to cash account. See the entry here, purchases account data to cash account. So this is the wrong. Actually it is capital transaction, but you have taken this as a revenue transaction here, yes or no? So what is happening here? It is capital item, but you have taken this as revenue item. So there is a error. Why? Because sir, you don't have that knowledge here. You are having lack of knowledge of accounting principles. So in okay, this kind of mistakes will be done here. Got it? Now next, these errors are not disclosed by the trial balance. One error is compensated by the other error. So what is happening here? If you are having this kind of error, no doubt, see, debit credit all are equal. So here okay, trial balance will be tallying, but still okay, sir, trial balance will not show this errors here. Understanding? Trial balance will be tallying. There will be arithmetical accuracy, but there may not be the accounting accuracy. Got it? Because you are having the error of principles. Understood here? Next one is clerical errors. Guys, what do you mean by clerical errors? Let us discuss this. When mistake is committed while recording them either in the books of original entry or posting them in the ledger, this kind of errors will be called as clerical errors. So what do you mean by clerical errors, sir? Whenever okay, like we have committed some mistake either at the time of recording the journal entry or at the time of posting the journal entry into the ledger, sir, these are divided into 3 types and this will be called as clerical errors. So see here, next, these errors of 3 types. They are error of omission, error of commission, error of compensating errors, or you can just say compensating errors here. Got it? So there are 3 clerical errors: omission, commission and compensating errors. So we'll discuss all this one by one. So first we are discussing about the error of omission. Simply, omission means guys forgetting. Omission means forgetting. So see here, these errors in the books of account arise due to omission of some transaction in any subsidiary books or posting them into the ledger. It means, sir, you forgot to record on the transaction at all. You did not record on the wrong entry. You did not post at the wrong account. Simply you forgot to record on only. Got it? You forgot to record on. Like let us say there were expenses of 10,000 rupees. Sir, here you did not added one extra zero. Here you did not take in this as personal account. Simply you did not write on the transaction at all. You did not write on the transaction at all. You forgot. That is called omission. Got it? So see, complete omission of transaction does not affect the trial balance here. So sir, when you did not write on the transaction at all, is it going to affect the trial balance? No, because sir, there is no debit entry, there is no credit entry, so it won't be affecting. When trial balance will be affecting? When there is debit entry, credit entry is not there, or when the debit entry is more, credit entry is less. Like sir, debit entry is 10,000, credit entry is let us say 8,000 rupees, then again it will affect. But sir, there is no entry at all, then trial balance will not be affected. But there are some errors, yes or no? So we cannot leave this. So what we have to do, we have to rectify. So see some examples here. Credit purchase made not recorded in the purchase book. What do you mean by this? Sir, simply we purchase certain goods on credit basis and we did not record at all, sir. Omission, we forgot to record on. क्यों भाई? नहीं, उस टाइम पे सर बिरयानी की याद आ गई थी ना, तो उसमें हम लोग मस्त सोचने लग गए थे, वाओ बिरयानी, चिकन लेग पीस, only for non-vegetarian, not for the vegetarian, sorry guys. So you forgot to record on the transaction at all. So that will be called as error of omission. Second example, paid cash to Suresh not recorded in the cash book. Sir, we paid cash to Mr. Suresh and we did not record on transaction in the cash book at all. We did not record on. Why? Sir, कुछ नहीं, उस टाइम पे जो है ना घर वाली या बाहर वाली किसी का भी फोन आ गया, तो so we did not record on at all here. Champaista gadho, if you are thinking anything else here. So what happens here? Sir, we did not record on the transaction at all. We forgot to record on. So that will be called as error of omission. Got it? So this was all about the error of omission. Now let's talk about the error of commission. See here, these are clerical errors. Yes sir, again this will come under the clerical errors because clerical errors has 3 things: omission, commission and compensating errors. Next, these errors arise because of mistakes in the calculations, mistakes in the calculation, mistakes in the totaling, mistakes in the carry forward or mistakes in the balancing. this may be wrong posting or posting twice into the ledger or wrong entries in the original books. Such errors may or may not affect the trial balance. Sir, you read all the points but you did not explain. Simply guys, here okay, that kind of mistake will be there. Like let us say, sir, received 10,000 rupees, but sir, we forgot to write down one extra zero. So it was 10,000 rupees, I wrote only 3 zeros, it became 1,000 rupees, clerical error. Understanding here? Or sir, we received 50,000 rupees, added extra 1 zero, it became 5 lakh, clerical error here. Understanding? Means wrong totaling, wrong bringing forward here. Or like let us say, sir, while posting from journal to ledger, sir, in journal entry is for let us say 500 rupees. Got it? But sir, while posting by mistake, okay, in the ledger, we added one extra zero. How much? 5,000 rupees it became. Or let us say, sir, in debit and credit journal entry, sir, debit side we wrote 5,000 rupees, credit side, sir, we forgot to write down 1 zero, sir, it became 500. So mistake. Understanding here? So this kind of mistake will be called as error of commission. Understood here? So let us see again one example here also. See, instead of posting purchase with 1,000 rupees, posted with 100 rupees in the account. So what happened? We forgot to write down 1 zero. So what will happen? So that will become error here, and that will be called as error of commission. Understood here? Next one, C, that is compensating errors. What do you mean by this? These errors arise as one error is compensated by the other error. It means, sir, you are doing one mistake, got it, and at the same time you did some other mistake also. So sir, here okay, it has increased, here it has decreased. So equal, not understood. Okay, see here, I'll give the example here. Purchase book you recorded less 10,000 rupees. Sales book you have increased extra 10,000 rupees. There also you had the mistake. So one is increasing by 10,000, one is decreasing by 10,000, other is increasing by 10,000. So one error is getting nullified by the other error. Yes or no? So there was one error. So this error is, understand, if there is only one error, it will affect. But sir, you made one more error for the same amount, so it got nullified here. So one error is satisfied, or one error is not rectified, one error is compensated by the other error. So amount is same. Got it here? So there is a error, but sir, still okay, it is compensating. So shall we leave it? No sir, equal ho gaya na sir, that's it. No, you cannot leave it. There is mistake, so you have to rectify this here. Understood here? Yes or no? So don't worry guys. So like let us say, understand this way, in the first transaction we have written more 10,000 rupees, excess of 10,000 rupees. Got it? Debit side we wrote, let us say, understand, debit side we wrote, let us say 1,10,000 rupees, credit side we wrote only 1 lakh. So what is the excess debit side? We have 10,000 rupees. Got it? Acha, let me do one thing here. Let us present this in your screen, then only you will understand here. See this entry guys, just understand the example. Purchase from purchases account data to cash account. Purchases account data to cash account, we have purchase is let us say 1 lakh, cash account is let us say 90,000 rupees. So what is happening here? Sir, purchase account is showing 10,000 more than the cash account. Error? Yes or no? Error. Now let us see second time again when we purchased. Sir, at that time let us see what happened here. Sir, second entry, purchases account data, understand, purchases account data 50,000 rupees, to cash account 60,000 rupees. Sir, now what happened here? Sir, by this time credit side is showing more. So sir, their debit side was showing more and here credit side is showing more. Yes or no? So amount will get compensated equally now. 10,000 वहाँ पे excess था, 10,000 debit में excess था, so here 10,000 credit में excess है. So it will not affect the trial balance because दोनों tally हो जाएगा. Yes or no? But there is some error here. So this kind of error will be called as compensating errors. Hope you understood this. Got it here? So see here. These errors arise as one error is compensated by the other error. One error is compensated by the other error. The effect of one error is cancelled with the effect of other error or errors here. So the effect of the first error, okay, sir, it got cancelled by the effect of other error. Yes or no? Example, we have seen excess debit compensated with the excess credit. Yes or no? These type of errors are not disclosed by the trial balance. Again, this type of errors will not be disclosed by the trial balance here. Got it? Understood here? So this was all about the compensating errors. Now see guys, let us recall all this thing here. Sir, we have discussed 4 types of errors: error of principle, error of omission, error of commission, error of compensating. So understand, error of principal means the person who is recording the transaction does not have full knowledge. So sir, like let us say, instead of taking the transaction as capital, he taken the transaction as revenue transaction, or instead of writing this as purchase, cash purchase, sir, he wrote credit purchase, because he doesn't know the exact accounting standards, doesn't know accounting principles, understood, accounting conventions. So he does not have knowledge here, standing here. Like let us say, sir, it is capital expenses, but he has taken this as revenue expenses, so he does not have the knowledge of principles. Sir, instead of understand here, like let us say it is real account, but he recorded in the personal account. Sir, it is nominal account, but he recorded this in the real account, because he does not have the knowledge of the accounting. So that kind of error will be called as error of principal. Then we had error of omission. Error of omission means, sir, simply we are forgetting to write on the transaction at all. We are forgetting to write on the transaction at all. Got it here? Yes or no? Then we have error of commission. In error of commission, sir, if one side, okay, we are writing one amount, other side we are writing the other amount. Like let us say, debit side we wrote 10,000, credit side we wrote only 1,000. We forgot to write on one transaction. Or let us say, sir, understand, debit side we wrote 50 rupees, credit side we wrote 15 rupees, 15. So mistake here. Sir, debit side we wrote 5 lakh rupees. And sir, credit side we forgot to write on one extra zero. It became 50,000 rupees. So this kind of error will be called as error of commission. Got it? And then compensating error means, just now we have completed, one error is compensating by the other error, that will be called as compensating error. So all these things, okay, are the types of errors. This you have to remember at any cost. Thank you.